that they raised your profile, that they got more people interested in you, and you thanked me for making those videos.
I did, but back then, when I said that, I didn't know what your real intentions were. I didn't realize...
Would you like me to take them down live right now as a sign of, like, that I don't want you to feel that way, and I don't feel like that they exist as that?
That's up to you.
I would be more than happy to do so. But see, if it's up to me, it's because, but if you're saying that that's how you feel about them, then I'm going to take that as your brother and say, you know what, that's not how I want you to feel. Doesn't matter what I intended. If that's how you feel, I'll do it right now.
Dude, I'm not going to tell you what to do, bro. You do what you want on your own channel.
No, I feel called. I'll do it right now, and that way, I just want to resolve some of these things between us, Hammer. For no other reason except that I do not want to... I want to join the heavenly hosts one day with you.
Yeah. Could you give me a few
minutes? And with everybody else in this chat.
Could you give me a few minutes? I want to download one video of yours before you take them all down. If you don't...
Okay. I can send you the raw files.
There's just one video I had in particular. There's just one video I had in particular. It was the one that you had about the one that I called.
I like the one where you're telling your fucking lawyer to fuck off. That was epic.
Thank you, bro.
Your public defender was like giving you shit.
He was, dude. I tell you what.
He was like. I remember like he was like talking to you like really disrespectfully, like you were just like a dog.
He did. I tell you what, could you just leave them up, bro? Just leave the videos up.
Okay, it's up. Hey, Eddie, and this offer is forever. So if you change your mind now or later, just hit me up, and I'll keep this open. I won't ban you. Sorry, excuse me. I won't ban you from Discord. I banned you so people wouldn't say that I was Grima worm-tonguing in your ear. I didn't mean to upset you by banning. I just thought it would be more appropriate.
Why are you all of a sudden so interested in engaging with me now?
No, I'm saying, well, first of all, I had somebody this morning fucking up my shit and getting me blamed for stuff. So that's number one why I contacted you guys. And number two, I don't know. I just feel like it didn't work. Like I banned you, but it made you more upset or more angry with me. And everybody still thinks I'm trying to gaslight you, so it really didn't have any effect on that issue.
Well, you are gaslighting me. That is an established fact, and you're not going to be able to sidetrack our attention away from that. We all know what...
Well, I mean, I'm here to face that in any way. If you don't mind, I'm gonna shave since it's the morning for me while we're talking. But that's, if there's any benefit in you bringing up those points, like I'll listen and I'll, accept them or apologize as per case.
When did you start following me, bro? Why did you originally?
I saw you I must have seen you after RV6 because I think Stoic was first to be seen, and then people on Bitway were watching RV6 and then everybody learned about you through Reform Stoic. And your time on Bitwave, and you had that feud with Hendrick, and I didn't like Hendrick. I'd always tell him to stay in his lane. And honestly, everybody on Bitwave really liked you. So it was natural. I mean, you're obviously one of the smartest people that was ever streaming there. So friend likes you, Gigi, all those different guys.
Grossly says that you stopped hanging out with him because he did videos about Jay Danks. What are your thoughts about that?
Was it Grossly? I forget. Beans told me that Grossly was Buddy. Is it Grossly the one that Buddy trolled DJ Axel?
I don't
know.
He was an A-log. He was DJ's A-log.
I made a critical mistake at the beginning of this. I started telling all these Kino Corner guys I didn't like their videos, and then I started watching them, and I like them. I even like that Dymo stream that he did last night. Like can I still not like Mormon Shaggy's content? Is that like I can't co-sign that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now
or Rick Coleman. I can't. I still have to be able to.
What's the deal? Why did, when you crackle and laugh on Music Biz Marty streams, why do you sound like a witch when you laugh?
I've always had, like, when I start to laugh, like a lot, like it just comes. I guess it goes from like a normal like male adult laugh to like a titter, or like like tittering, or it does sound maniacal.
Interesting.
That's just the laugh that God gave me.
Why do you do, like, dude, what is your purpose on here? Why are you making these gang stalking videos with these people that believe the government
Hammer, and I'm not saying that you have to, like, talk about our personal conversations, but I remember multiple times telling you from my heart what the gang stalking thing is. I told you that I started working on those when my dad was sick here at home, and we had him home here for palliative care and hospice, and it was very rough, and I didn't have a lot of things to do. And I'd always watch gang stalking videos, and I felt very powerless to help my father as he died. And I wanted to help these people that are suffering through gang stalking that no one's paying attention to. So I set down a plan to try to create a channel to get attention through different means so people could see more about this issue, but that they could watch it in a way that was slightly changed enough so that it did not appear as the same content. Because the major problem with gang stalking content is people look the issue up, and then they get indoctrinated by other people saying it's real. On my channel, you can tell that there is something different going on, I hope, then you're not like going to take it at face value. So more normal people can get into it and get interested, and then hopefully by enough people being aware of it, outside of my intention, something will happen. Like more awareness. I think the whole point about if gang stalking is real, and honestly, man, I don't know if it's real. But if it's real, the people that perpetrate it don't want people to see 1,000 videos about gang stalking. They want people to see it in small pockets and get indoctrinated. I don't jive with that. I want to make some small dent in this epidemic of suffering. So that's my whole ass answer. I hope that's the best and authentic and honest answer I can give about why I make these videos.
Okay. I wanted to ask you a question. You did a video about me and Pimpin' Pat in that call where I was saying that Bill Pyle is Alan Beckwith.
I never did a video. Did I do a video of you and Pimpin' Pat? Which one is that?
It was the call that I did.
Is that Pimpin' Pat on the call?
Yes. Yeah, that's him.
Holy shit, dude, remember, all those videos are from the Bitwave days. I didn't know who Pimpin' Pat was. I didn't know who that call was. I just thought it was a great exchange.
Yeah, why did you
I don't even know who the Southern Israelite is.
So, what was the deal about you saving that video? How did you find that video and save it on my channel?
See, that video, when I made that, I'm sure that I made that video like the same day. And look, did Euro say that like my system is under 2 minutes? I wish. My system usually takes between 10 and 15 minutes per video, which I've been trying to get down for a long time.
Interesting.
But if I use the process that I normally use to make a video, it would have been that video was posted within like 24 to 48 hours on whatever channel you had going on then, or maybe somebody had clipped it, and then I just downloaded it, and then just write down a few different like what music I want to use, what added element, what filters, and then just pop it out. Because the point is to change the video so that it can like resist copyright striking if possible, and then like I said, the second thing is to make it appear a little different. So, like, if somebody was going to look up gang stalking, they wouldn't just go, oh, this is just a regular conversation between two people. No, like, maybe Pimpin' Pat was calling to mess with you. So that's the context of the call.
Interesting.
And like just like the video of your lawyer, maybe that lawyer was like intentional. Like you don't like it's 50-50, right? We don't know if he was a perp or if he was just being rude. This the ambiguity is the point.
Yeah. Okay, so why is it that you take, like, the most delusional and the dumbest of these gang stalker people and you make videos about them in order to make the entire community look bad? Like, it seems like
you know what? I've heard this complaint before, and I'm trying to reasonably answer it. My issue is that, like, from the stuff that I follow, like, I specifically don't put the craziest people up there because I feel like it does have that effect. The people that I do put up there, like, I know may be hard to believe, but are some of the tamer versions. And I don't know if I know it's difficult to parse my channel, but I actually have over 50 or 75 videos on there's a very competent and extremely intelligent guy that believes he's gang stalked named I think you can find him Dr. De Facto Gang Stalking on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And he gives incredibly balanced and normal advice. And I tried it, but his videos are not as popular on my channel. Does that make sense? So
yeah,
maybe as to this point, I should take time to try to make the more balanced ones more interesting and put that effort in, so that there's so that that's more of a focus. Or I could feature those on the front of my channel above because what happens is the crazy ones get more clicks. And then it shows up in popular uploads. And that's what I notice is people normally just watch the popular uploads. They don't look around the channel.
So you said that Matthew was sick, but I noticed that this Netherite guy was on your Trovo. And he commented the same day that you said...
Nethertails?
Yeah, isn't that Matthew?
No, sir. That's, I think he's Romanian. He's from Romania, and he was. Some of the Boxhead Man fans have started watching me, so I think he's one of them.
Okay, so I was wrong.
Yeah, he said he was Romanian. I asked him if he knew who V was, like Sargon's V, but he didn't know who it was. That's the only Romanian I've ever heard of.
Interesting. I was going to ask you, but in the video that you did with Marty, Music Biz Marty, you claim that I have been manipulated, or that I am an AI gatekeeper about the Cyrax thing. What's that all about? Or you're saying that I'm a cyborg?
Well, I thought on that stream that you were trying to refute, like, that Cyrax is an AI, and I don't know what to believe at this point, because he doesn't leave his house, he can't leave his rooms. It seems obvious and stupid that it can't be true. But Marty has definitely convinced me.
Okay, so what do you think about Cyrax still being around with his new channel called Samurai Punk, and that he's on the Book of Face?
It's bizarre to me still that he can't, like, he used to go outside, but now he doesn't. And so, whether he's dead or not, like, there's a story there.
Yeah, I think he's alive. But I went to Black Spy VR's channel, and he said that he was dead. And I looked around, and
Toxic Angel. That's Toxic Angel.
Yeah, I went around.
Shaggy's buddy.
I went around and I looked for stuff about that, and I believe Cyrax is alive. But you claim that Cyrax died December 15th, and Marty says that he's in the hospital with sepsis. So, like, which is it, bro? That's inconsistent.
No, I think the sepsis thing was a lie from Sally, his grandmother. I can't parse it. I get all my information from Marty because he calls the family directly.
I see. So is there any way that I could call Cyrax and ask around?
You know what's crazy? Even after sending him all that burger shit and all that, I think I've had one private conversation with him when we had a mutual server where I sent him a music video I had made for a new song. And he said, thank you. And I think that's the most we've ever talked. Now, he was on a live panel last night, and I think that his Discord name is like Retro Gamer Official. Let me see if I don't think I share any mutual servers with him.
Okay, Retro Gamer
But
Official.
if you talk directly to him, then you would absolutely be, I think you would be able to suss out if he was like some kind of program. Did you want to do that before Friday?
Yeah, I want to do that and record it, and I'll put it on my channel.
Okay, I will. I don't have any direct access, but I do know the lady a little bit that had him on last night for her show, so maybe she will be generous and give me his information to put over to you.
When Marty comes on to the Kino Corner, can he contact their family and show that he's dead, or demonstrate that he is indeed dead on the Kino Corner?
Well, I'm sure he could. Hey, I don't speak for Marty. At best, like I'm like a toady. So he does whatever he wants to do. I just kind of been along for the ride. If you ask him politely, I mean, he's always been a respectful guy to me. I'm sure he'll abide you. Have you scheduled with him Friday?
Oh, Ghost of Niccolo has a question. The only question that I have is that in that video Hammer played earlier, did that old video of him name dox himself? Or am I just retarded, bro? Would you like to answer Ghost of Nick's question?
Did he? Did you name dox? Which video? That's why I requested at the beginning of this to let me know if you wanted to take any of those down.
I don't know, man. I don't really know. I don't remember.
Even, look, I've heard your name, but like you can attest to this. Even in our private communication, I've always called you Warhammer as a sign of respect because that's the name that you chose from this platform.
Yeah, and I thank you for that. That's very respectful of you. But dude,
I appreciate you taking this time to speak civilly to me. I understand that there's a lot going on, and by no means do I count this as you accepting that I wasn't gaslighting you. I understand that that's a concern, and I just want to move within that without being rude to you or your audience.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. But what were you competing with Pimpin' Pat to make me into a Lolcow? Like, what was your plans about?
No.
Okay. What was your plans?
My absolute plans? And I'm not trying to say this in any kind of insult. I saw somebody that was hurting after the loss of, you lost your dad, I lost my dad. When you talked to me about that stuff, it really helped me. You talked to me about faith. It grounded me in a lot of ways. It helped me, and I just felt like God was calling me to be your friend, to play Minecraft, to pray. And when we would stream, and I would tell you my raw opinion about some of these guys in the chat, how to make content, I didn't realize that I was creating like an atmosphere of conflict. I just thought that I was just being myself. I'm pretty militant about content. Obviously, I don't make the kind of content that I think should be made. That's definitely not the bar. So maybe that level of hypocrisy, if you will, like on face, riled people. Uh-huh. But just to say specifically is that my entire intention with you is just to be your buddy, and because I felt like you had given me something sincere, and I just wanted to give it back. But it didn't turn out that way. So we could just be cool internet guys, or we can be internet enemies, which I don't want.
Okay. So what do you think about?
I'm kind of throwing it up to you there, brother.
What do you think about Pimpin' Pat's intention of trying to turn me into an IP2 streamer and do smoke?
I don't know why people kept telling you to talk to what was that girl's name? Alana.
Yeah,
I didn't understand that. The only thing that Pimpin' Pat has ever told me was he told me to use Cetaphil because I was getting these little zits. So he helped me clean my skin up. But I don't know what Pat's intentions are. I think he's just an older dude that's into IP2. I don't know if he's, I mean, I don't think he's a Fed. I don't think anybody's a Fed. I think I told you that.
Okay, so what do you think about when I asked Pimpin' Pat who Augustus Sol Invictus was, or about Bill Pyle being Alan Beckwith, why do you think he might have hanged up or hung up on the call?
Oh, is that all that old call? I don't know, man. Maybe he was fucking with you. Maybe he was busy. Maybe you're right. I mean, I'm not gonna like take away. I realize now that if I try to negate different things, it may come across as gaslighting or as like manipulating. So I'm saying that I personally don't think that's possible. But I mean, who knows?
Interesting. I need to go, Hammer. Okay, thank you for being on, Ear Juice, bro. Okay, that makes sense. Well, I do believe that Pimpin' Pat is involved in some way with some intelligence agencies, and I believe that you are also. I'm not for sure what your intentions are on the internet, but I find it real bizarre how you have tried to do all these different videos and stuff about what I did in the past. And I find it strange.
But you know that these videos were made, like, at the time that you did those clips, right? So it's not like I've reached into the past and make videos today. I have not made a video on you since way before Bitway crashed. Like, it's that, I think the lineage, or maybe, I think I had one where you were, like, detailing. They were, like, saying some fuck shit about your mom in the Bitway chat, and then you were, like, going over that. I think that was the last one I made.
I see.
So, like, if you had the Bitway chat open and you were streaming that sets it pretty far back.
Yeah, so, why is it, I was going to ask you.
Just so you know, yeah.
Isn't it interesting that Complex Technocrat had a video about Cyrax, you and Marty talking and stuff, and he was saying that he was alive, and I showed that on the stream, and then the very next night, Complex Technocrat took that down. Isn't that interesting?
Well, that's Friend. You just have to ask Friend what he's doing. You know he would do that on purpose just to fuck with you.
Yeah, I would agree.
You know, once he noticed people were looking, he was, Friend's like got all that. He's smart. He does all the different things.
Yeah, well, I don't doubt it. But dude, yeah, I mean, it's just, I'm out of questions now, but yeah, I'm just so curious about why you and, Meet Me in Knoxville Greek. Why did you?
Is it, I just want to, is it possible that, like, what I'm saying is, like, authentic on face? Is there, like, any kind of possibility that, like, I am just, like, some regular guy that, like, feels compelled to make videos about, like, a certain issue, and then, like, that you actually did help me with my faith and help me through the loss of my dad, and then I just appreciate you as a friend, and then, like, that's why I'm here talking right now.
No.
That's why I banned Zadrium Zero from the Marty Discord this morning.
No, man.
I don't know if you know that guy, but that's the guy that was banning.
No, I don't know who that guy is.
He's such a weirdo.
Yeah, well, I think
he does these like 2 or 3 hour videos on Cyrax. He thinks he's like Marty's son. So everything he does is like trying to make Marty happy.
Oh yeah, I think I did see him in there. I think I saw him in like the one of the chatting threads on the Discord. I think I might have seen him. I don't know. But I find it so bizarre that you made that video about my call with Pimpin' Pat, and that only after I did that call asking about who Alan Beckwith was and about Augustus Sol Invictus, that all of a sudden you made all these videos about me. I agree with Rick Perry, what Rick Perry said, that you have an intentional purpose of using the most insane and blatantly incoherent people in your gang stalking videos, dude. And I think you're a liar.
But that's not true. It's only because I used you, and you're absolutely coherent.
But it is true. No, you made it to look like as if I wasn't. That's why you edited out and manipulated the audio to make it sound like I'm crazy.
Well, I told you before, like it's a process that involves I have to change the audio. I have to either add or subtract audio. I have to put on at least 1 to 2 visual filters.
Yeah.
And then I have to add like another element. That's the process to make
no,
the
sir,
copyright.
you're lying. You're lying, sir. No, you're lying. You work for the U.S. government, and so does Pimpin' Pat.
But those are all of Hammer. I apologize that it's going to this level, but all of my videos follow that process. That's what Euros had made the point about.
Isn't it interesting that Pimpin' Pat says that he works for the FBI in that phone call? Isn't that quite interesting that he says that? What are your thoughts about that, Burger Boy?
Until right now, I didn't even know that was Pimpin' Pat in the video.
I think that you do know that it was him, and I think that you're taking up for him right now.
I'm not. The only thing that he's ever done for me is he showed me that Cetaphil stuff that really helped my skin. Remember, he was telling me about that while we were playing Minecraft, Hammer. The conversations that I've had with Pimpin' Pat are on with you playing Minecraft.
Yes, I know. I remember that. Pimpin' Pat was setting me up to become an IAP2 Chris Chan-styled Lolcow. Just like you were going to do whatever you wanted to do your thing with the gang stalking videos. I think what you were planning...
I have no intention but to just pray with you, brother. That's all we have. That's talking about faith.
Your intentions were originally to help Pimpin' Pat in that regard of turning me into a Chris Chan-style Lolcow. It backfired, and then you decided to try to come onto a co-host with the Forge stream. That's why you created the Forge, and you were going to co-host to discredit the gang stalking stuff. You realized that I was...
No, I made the Forge as a favor to you, again, just because you've done so much for me.
No,
and I wanted to find some way to help you. And I hope it helped you, and I hope that you enjoy it.
You're lying. I'm sorry, sir, but I know that you're lying. You're lying with intent. I know this because you sound very different from the way that you did in the Marty Music Showbiz call. You were saying that I'm an AI
Hammer, when I'm talking to you on my phone in the bathroom.
And that I'm dumber than this guy called Dr. Alistair. I don't know who that is. You said that I'm dumber.
No, I said Body was dumber than Dr. Alistair.
Okay, well, I can play the clip right now. You said that I'm not as bright as Dr. Alistair is.
Well, somebody said, is he like Body? I said, no. Is he like Mr. Alistair? And I said, no, he's much dumber. Like, Body is much dumber.
Okay, so you were talking about someone else.
This is like the situation. You had that one video, you thought Cyrax was in that one video from December... You saw a clip in one of the videos, you thought it was Cyrax. I implore you, if you care to just listen a little more closely. Again, if you already think I'm a liar, I can't do anything else about that, Hammer. I just wanted to come on here and make sure that you guys had access to Marty's server. And any other questions that you had, just to be available as a sign of penance and true apology.
What was your intention with that video that I had with Pimpin' Pat, where I was asking who Alan Beck, if Bill Pyle was Alan Beckwith, and why he hanged up when I mentioned about Augustus Sol Invictus. So what was the intentions with that, Burger Boy?
Well, all of the intention of doing videos for you was because you were like the only interesting Bitwave streamer at the time, and I was very early into making videos, and I wanted to provide the Bitwave audience with somebody that they were already watching. I was watching you, and honestly, again, I didn't know the context. I don't even know who Alan Beckwith is. Who is Alan? Is that a person that's alive? Is that like a historian? I lack, Hammer, we talked about this when you first started talking. I lack the intellectual context or ability in a lot of these things. I mean, I know that you tried to talk to me about like higher level stuff, and I just don't have like the brain for it. So I apologize if I'm not like seeing the conversation between you and Pimp and Pat as like through like the different lenses of like who is this person and what does this mean. I absolutely saw it from the lens of Warhammer deserves to be popular. Let's make a video that showcases something that was on his channel, and then share it to people on Bitwave and added the playlist spot. That was my entire intention.
Here's what I think. When you did those videos, you didn't think that I was that intelligent, and that I was dumb, and then you made that mistake, and you realized that I was highly intelligent. So you set up the Forge, and you came on here in order to like either convince me that the gang stalking phenomenon is not real, or to try to show that it's all a joke because, hey, I got this guy that's against this and he's coming on here and we're engaging. And I think that's when you realize that you couldn't succeed. I kind of noticed it was weird. After Pimpin' Pat left, left, this is when you started to get really offensive and wanted nothing to do with me and kept leaving the Forge. I noticed that only after
Hammer, I had to keep leaving the Forge because you kept like telling me about like you told me like Skull Kid was a pedophile and stuff, and like I can't like what am I supposed to say to that? You know? I don't even know the guy.
Interesting. I don't know nothing about Skull Kid, and oh yeah, he did a collaboration with Ear Juice, and that was back when Ear Juice was involved with the Phantom Organization. Okay, so that's where that was coming from. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Stretch made that song. I looked all into it, and I apologize to Dark Ninja. I didn't know that they were like fucking like abusing and harassing his family and shit.
Oh, the Dark Ninja's child. Yeah. Well, Dark Ninja.
Yeah, it's fucked up. But you know. But you came at me with like Skull Kid's a pedophile and you support it. I'm like, bro, what am I supposed to say to that? Like, no, and then I just tried to back away from whatever's going on.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know about all that stuff, bro. I think it was fucked up what Stretch did. I don't really know. Sure. I don't really know like all the stuff about Skull Kid being involved in all of that. I really don't care. It doesn't really pertain to what's going on right now, but I was just real interested about why you left after I stopped being friends with Pimpin' Pat. It's kind of like
I don't know. I think you're putting like different actions together. I just specifically told you that like the times that I left the Forge game were when you were like trying to get me involved or ask like. For example, like one day you were saying that you were talking with Plate Gang for like 8 hours a day. And I'm like, well, I don't want to be a part of that. Like, that freaks me out. Plate Gang's scary as shit. You know? So all I could do was just be like, okay, my friend Hammer is into some shit. I'm going to try to back away. And every time I did that, it would make you upset or paranoid about who I was. So I definitely, I don't know what to do in this situation, Hammer. I would rather just try to be as honest as possible like I'm doing this morning. And let things fall. Like after this, I'm just going to pray, and I hope that things shake out through honesty. And at least we can agree. I hope we can agree that like through prayer, there will be some resolution to this, a resolution beyond like our mortal speech. And I hope that everybody prays this morning, that everybody has a good time, that we're not gang stalked, that we're not attacked by entities or tricked by people that care about us.
Yeah, you're covering for the deep state, bro. It's very obvious that you are covering for the American deep state, and you are covering up for these intelligence agencies like Intrepid, like Byru Enterprises. You are an agent, and it's been demonstrated that you are an agent, bro. You're trying to discredit my narrative, and I think you're being on someone's payroll to do that, bro. And basically you realize it, and you're in damage control. Yes, it is, bro. Shut the fuck up. I know that you're working for an agency. It's very obvious that you are, bro. Why else would you make that video about a call that I had with Pimpin' Pat? And then all of a sudden, like, you're setting up my Discord, and then Pimpin' Pat shows up, and we're all cool, but when Pimpin' Pat is gone, then you start leaving, dude. Like, you're taking it, you're not really engaging, you're not really participating, you just kind of like don't want nothing to do with me, bro. And then I came out with all this stuff on those live streams, and now all of a sudden, here you are back trying to lie and cover up the facts of what's going on, bro. Okay? Rick Perry was right, Burger Boy. You take the most craziest and least credible people in the gang stalking scene, you make videos about it to make it look like that the entire phenomenon is insane, bro. You tried to do that with me, it failed, it backfired in your face, bro, and now here you are lying to my face in front of my entire audience. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, notice that he doesn't say...
Is that it? Is that it? I mean, all I can say is I don't feel that way. That's not true. And I appreciate, like, you let me on. I wanted to make sure you guys had access to the Marty Discord. Everything I've said this morning is true. You know, this guy, everyone that's listening, this person is an extremely intelligent guy. He will treat you with love and respect and faith. He's helped me immeasurably with my walk with Christ. And I will be forever grateful to him. And I'm not going to jump to any insults, and all I can say is that I am being sincere, and I'm not an agent of the deep state, as you say, or an agent of anything, except I'm just a regular guy who makes videos.
Who's this Burger Boy exposed guy that popped up? He claims that he has your dogs.
Hammer, is there anything else you wanted to ask? I want to make sure that you have access. But I mean, I also like if you believe all those things about me, I wouldn't want to take up any more of your time. And my advice to you as a friend, if you think those things are true about me, then to never speak to me again, because someone like that would be truly evil and would not deserve your friendship.
Well, who is this Burger Boy exposed person? Like, who is that account? Do you know anything about that person?
No, sir. I'm guessing it's either like it's somebody's trying to bait you into posting my docs or fake docs on your screen so you can get taken down, or it might be Zadrium Zero because I banned him. Sorry, Zadrium, get fucked. You can't just ban people to make Marty like you. It's not how it works.
Oh, so that's who that was, Zadrium Zero. I was A-logging that guy's video. What was this other video? Where was this other video that Marty said he was going to upload? I couldn't find it.
Which video are you looking for?
It was the second video that Marty said he was going to do about me in response to what I was claiming. I could only find one.
I'm not familiar. I don't know. If you I think you can message him if you have him in that Discord.
Okay, then I'll ask him. All right, then I'll ask him when he comes on. I guess that's it, man.
Okay, well, hey, go with God. Again, I am immeasurably grateful to you for you helping me understand more about the Holy Spirit and different ways to think about my historical faith. And those talks that we had were just some of the best, most intellectual talks about faith and religion I've ever had. So I'm sorry if I didn't reach the potential to help you in the way you helped me, but I promise that it was an authentic effort from the beginning, and I am not an agent of anything except Christ and my family, and hopefully an agent of change for that people will learn more about gang stalking and stop the people that are perpetrating it, if that's the case.
Okay, well, it was good to talk to you, bro. Thank you for
taking that time. Best wishes for it, gang, and I look forward to Friday. I will do my best to promote it. Grossly or whoever message me when the link happens, and I'll make sure that everybody can see it in the various Discords, and I'll post it on my I'll do a promo for it on Burger Boy, so that my audience knows about it as well. Again, that's just an offering of peace, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay, bye, bro. Thank you for coming on. All right. I think it's very weird that as soon as I A-logged that video of his that I had in that call with